On today's date and time, day 1/29/25, time 15:35 hours. Location 1234 South Pine Street, room 35 next to register. Scene conditions, dry, bright lighting, and humid. Now, I'm gonna be appointed the team leader. You're gonna be law keeping and collect evidence. You're gonna do measurements and sketch. I'm gonna go ahead and conduct the initial walkthrough and take photos. Walkthrough is safe and secure. Now we're going to be numbering the evidence.
Evidence A appears to be a crumpled receipt. Evidence B appears to be a spent casing. After analyzing the register, I think we could pull a fingerprint out of it, so I'm gonna mark it as evidence.
Okay. Okay, we can start measuring now, and you can document the measurements. Starting with marker A. 2 feet and 4 inches. Going on to marker B would be 4 feet and 3 inches.
We'll now be conducting a crime scene sketch. So I have my compass here, my point of entry, and this diagram is not to scale. I will also be adding the evidence markers onto the sketch. So marker A, B, C, D, and E. So I have completed my crime scene sketch.
Okay, now that we completed the crime scene sketch, we're gonna go around collecting evidence because everything was correlated to my initial walkthrough.
So I have finished filling out the evidence bag, and this is what I wrote down. I wrote down the agency, the police, the item, the case number, the date of collection, collected by, discretion evidence, which was the receipt paper, the location of collection, the type of offense, the victim, the suspect, and the most crucial part was the chain of custody, received from, date. I'm going to do the exact same process for marker B, marker C, marker D, and marker E. So now I'm completing item 4 out of 5, and it's a spent bullet marker. This is evidence marker number E, and I'm gonna lift for a fingerprint. I'm gonna get the dust one and pull out my fingerprint card. I'm gonna get my black powder. I'm gonna get a little bit of the powder. And I'm going to go in circular motions over the fingerprint. Put some down and pick up the rest. Now I'm going to pick up my tape. Now I'm going to start lifting up my fingerprint. Now I'm going to transfer my fingerprint to the fingerprint card.
We have properly collected and secured the pieces of evidence. Now we will be sending it over to the Department of Justice to be analyzed. In summary, our CSI team was dispatched to an attempted robbery where gunshots were fired. Upon arrival, I conducted an initial documentation documenting the date, time, location, and scene condition. After initial documentation, I assigned each of my team members their roles and I conducted a walkthrough to make sure the scene was safe and secure. After the initial walkthrough, our CSI team utilized the spiral search method to find evidence and mark it with the evidence markers. After marking all the evidence, I assisted my team member on measurements so we could sketch the crime scene. Subsequently, we concluded that all the evidence was sealed correctly and completed our investigation.
I was directed to take sketch of the crime scene and measurements. As the team leader finished taking photos of the crime scene, I began sketching from in the perimeter. Then I began taking measurements from the stationary line to the evidence marker going in order.
In summary, I was dispatched to a crime scene, armed robbery, where shots were fired. I was delegated to assist by keeping log on who, what, time out me and my team were in there. I also documented measurements, collected evidence, and made sure it was properly secured.